Welcome everyone to Soccer Sensei's Extra Time, where your co-hosts Rodrigo and Elis wearing the Malaga jersey. Talk a little bit more about some of the upcoming matches. Tomorrow, two big matches in the Champions League. We have PSG versus Barcelona and Juventus versus Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich scored twice on Juventus at the Allianz Arena. They were up 2-0. And tomorrow's match is obviously in Turin. Elis, what do you think? Do they have a chance?
Judging on the first match, there's a couple of things that should be changed. I think Pirlo was contained very well by the Bayern midfield. They put too much pressure on him, very high up the pitch, and he wasn't able to distribute the assist that he's so known of. They need to ease up the pressure. They need to play on the wings a little more, I believe. That would be harder to do because the absence of Arturo Vidal, which I think is Juventus' top performer this season. He's out due to suspension, and I think Vucinic is starting from the beginning might help a bit, but I have to say that a lot depends on Giovinco's performance as well. Giovinco and Quagliarella, in my view, should start the match, and they should help out Pirlo and in their attacking play. I believe that Vucinic on his own cannot make it tomorrow, so I think that they do have a slight chance of coming back, but they need to get an early goal. If 25 minutes go by and Juventus has not scored yet, then they might as well kiss the tie goodbye, in my view. So
yeah, I agree with you.
Early.
Giovinco is going to be definitely a factor. Unfortunately, you look at Bayern Munich. You have Müller, you have Schweinsteiger. People like that, I think, are going to negate him. I mean, you say Giovinco, I think it's up to Pirlo. He's as he goes, Juventus goes. If he doesn't get his act together, and if he lets Bayern Munich boss him around like they did in the first match, it's not going to happen for the Turin side, unfortunately. Moving on to PSG versus Barcelona. PSG came back and tied it up in the last minute when they played in Parc au Prince in Paris. Do you think when they go tomorrow to Barcelona, to the Camp Nou, do you think they have a chance?
I think they definitely do, with players of the caliber of Ibrahimovic, Lucas Moura, Lavezzi, Pastore. These are players who were born to be at this stage of the tournament. But a lot will also depend on the absence of Messi. Will he start? Will he be on the bench? We'll wait and see. We should focus on Barcelona's defense. They have a few things to sort out there. Puyol will not play tomorrow. He's out, injured. Mascherano has picked up another yellow, and he'll be out to suspension. So they don't really know who to fit Piqué with. He has two options. Should he put Sergi Busquets, or should he rely on the youngster, Bartra? He's an under-21 international, Spanish international. He also played. I seen him play against Mallorca in the weekend. He played very well there. So I think they should definitely start him alongside Piqué. Let's remember, Barcelona made a huge mistake not giving Piqué a starting spot in their squad, and then he was off to Manchester United, and they paid a premium for that.
They got him back.
Yeah, they paid a premium to get him back where he wanted to play. So they should not repeat this mistake with Bartra.
Well, and they also did that with Cesc Fabregas as well.
Cesc Fabregas as well, another player that I wanted to focus on a bit. He played tremendously well against Mallorca, scored his first hat-trick for Barcelona, and he plays in Lionel Messi's spot for the Spanish national team as well, so he can play in that striking role rather than the midfield position that he's so used to. So I think they should start out with Fabregas playing in Messi's role, and then as the game goes on, maybe if Messi recuperates, then he should come off as a substitute.
The last I heard is Messi will be on the bench. So
will be on the bench.
Barcelona fans are happy about that. But Barcelona has so much firepower. Like you said, Fabregas can score on his day. He just came off a good run of form against, as you said, over the weekend. So David Villa as well is also a player that can turn it on. If you can only watch one match, I would watch this one just because there's so much talent on every position on both sides. I really can't call it. I do think the fact that it's being played at the Camp Nou is going to maybe give a little bit of an advantage to Barcelona, but you can never count out somebody like PSG. You have so much quality. Lucas Moura has been a quality signing, the Brazilian midfielder. Yeah. So anybody can really get you on the PSG side. You have Gary Menes, who is inconsistent, but on his day he's amazing. He's one of the most amazing, and if you will, one of the French players nobody really talks about too much, just because there's so much quality on that side as well, on the French national team side. To Javier Pastore, so it's really up for grabs. So definitely DVR. Go ahead.
Yeah, they'll be missing Matuidi, who has cemented his spot in the French national team. But this team has so much hype, Ibrahimovic and Alex and Thiago Silva, and we saw in the previous match in Parc des Princes that Barcelona really struggled from set pieces and corner kicks. So that should PSG is extremely clinical when it comes to taking advantage of their height event.
With that, I want to thank you guys for liking the Facebook page and listening to us on radio. Rodrigo Salazar, Elis Tunda, signing off. Soccer SENSEIS. Extra time.